provision this one, will provisions the exact the same the other ones, right? And it's also faster. It's also it's faster than going into the your cloud provider platform to go and start configuring or provisioning. Basically, that's what infrastructure as code is all about. Defining your infrastructure as if they are code, as if they are software, basically, as if they are script.
Okay, oh, that's nice. So that means if maybe perhaps we are asked about advantages, we can simply say it's easier, right, to configure your infrastructure as code rather than structures in itself, on-site structures.
Yes.
Okay, so then that means the cloud computing that James talked about some time ago has to do with infrastructure as code.
Not really, right? The cloud computing, the infrastructure can be anywhere. It can be in the cloud, it can be on premise, right?
Okay.
But provisioning them and configuring them this time is not by going to the infrastructure itself and start turning light on or start turning it off.
Okay.
It's your script that is going to execute all those commands and provision the infrastructure and then configure them for you. It's also faster.
Oh, all right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I think I'll ask Kolawole this so that every member of your team is carried along. So back to pipelines. Hi, Kolawole. Please, can you hear us? Are you still on the call? Okay, so he's not available, but I can ask James. Hi, James. Good morning. Please, can you hear us? Can you hear me? All right. Okay, Mr. Samuel, let me just.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, okay, you can hear me. Okay, hi, good morning. So please, I want to ask, still based on pipelines, how do you ensure security on pipelines? Since there is the aspect where there can be continuous integration, continuous deployment, how do you now ensure that, okay, there is security for that? Please,
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I just wanted to know if you get the question.
Yes, you were asking that how do I ensure that there's security in the pipeline, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now when it comes to security, there are tools. There are tools that you can use to secure your pipeline. There are tools you can use to secure your pipeline. Let me just give an example. I will there's something they call security tools. There's what they call management tools. Now, when you say security tool, for instance, your phone, you have an antivirus installed in your phone, right? Just using that as an example. Now, what that antivirus does for you is to do what? Is to prevent some sort of attack and to respond to some sort of attack as well. Do you understand? That's what the antivirus you have installed in your phone is doing for you. Now, there are tools also, right, that can help you to be able to monitor your pipeline, spot when there's an issue, and respond to them, right? There's what we call static application security testing. So another static application security testing, there's what we call, there are tools like SonarQube, VenaCode. Now, these tools help you to be able to identify when there are vulnerabilities, right? They help you to be able to identify when there are vulnerabilities. And then, there are tools like AppScan that can help you to be able to, simulate attacks when there are attacks. You understand? So generally, there are tools that you can imbibe, even in your code that can help you to be able to monitor attacks and respond to attacks. You understand? So you can integrate some kind of security test even in your CI/CD pipeline. Those will be able to help you to do what? Help you to be able to monitor and respond to attack as well. So I believe that
Yeah, it does. You've really responded. So more like a follow-up question, what are the possible attacks to a pipeline? What can be a possible attack to a pipeline?
okay. There are several situations, that can there could be something like library vulnerability. For instance, you know that sometimes your applications, most of the applications that you work around has got your code, has got your frameworks, has got your libraries as well. So sometimes there could be what you call library vulnerabilities, right? That exploits your library, especially in an open source kind of situation. And there are some malicious dependencies that could be injected into the pipeline. So there could be malicious dependencies. Like I said, when it comes to your application, there's your code part, there's your framework part, there's your dependency part, there's your library part. So there could be malicious dependencies that can be injected in your pipeline, which would form as an attack, in your pipeline. You understand? So then there could be also malicious configuration file as well, that could also be injected that would affect the entire pipeline. So code injections like that could also affect your pipeline as well.
Okay, thank you so much. So that means what we'll be taking home is that even infrastructures can be attacked, all right? So it's important that, okay, if someone is delving into DevOps, okay, as an aspect or as whatever the person wants to do, the person should just always remember that infrastructures can be attacked. So they have to ensure security in their infrastructure, right? And in their pipeline.
Correct.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So please, let's try to check the schedule for presentations. Like I've mentioned before, presentations are just monthly. You basically have to present just once a month. It's nice you show up, but if for any reason, okay, you're having maybe inevitable situations, try to communicate in time. All right. And yes, please, do we have any question? Does anybody have any question he or she wants to ask?
Good morning.
Okay. Yeah, hi. Good morning, Chidera.
Yeah, so that's actually not a question. So I'm in the digital marketing team, and the team coordinator said I should tell you to fix a date for me for presentation.
Okay, are you in the Beacom Dev Center? Have you been added to Beacom Dev Center?
Yeah, I have.
Not Beacom Tech Network.
Oh, no, not Dev Center. Tech Network is what I mean.
Okay, all right. So I'm asking that because I want to know if you would see the schedule when it's out. All right, it's fine, no problem. Perhaps by tomorrow I'll tell you when you'll be presenting.
All right.
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. Please do have a productive day.